Steve Earle song, what he's doing here in the intro, there's a full measure of F sharp to G, and then we're playing a full G chord. So what you do when you get to the G, you want to mute that A string. You just don't want that A to ring out during this strumming part. Now the intro will go through a measure of G with the F sharp first, but he continues it for the first round of the verse. Okay, it's the only time he really does that. So we have this. All right, and let me show you the first measure together. That would be the intro, okay? So what we're doing is, as we hit the G, we're going to strum down, and then down, up, and then up, down, up. That strumming is consistent throughout the whole song. The first strum will be from the F sharp to the G, and then the full G chord. That last one was wrong, but anyhow, you got the idea. So we go through that. We're going to start the Hey Pretty Baby, Are You Ready For Me? Now he'll go through the G a full 1.5 measures, and he keeps doing the F sharp note through the first verse. Then you go to a C, and that's one strum through. So you got your down, down, up, down, and then you go C, G, D, all right? It's like a walk down, C, G, D, all right? There is another guitar in there, and we'll cover the solo guitar separately, but he follows the note. So let me go through the first measure. So we've got the D for a full measure, down, down, up, down, all right? We've got the D, and then we go to a C. And that C is held for a full measure too. He'll talk about the radio blasting with the bird dogs on, and then there's a guitar riff, and that C continues through the guitar riff. So we've got a full, it's almost like a, yeah, it's a full measure of C. And then you're back into the just a plain G. All right, now when you get to your next G, when he says Guitar Town, there is a solo. He continues on the G for a half measure, to C, that's a half measure, then D a half measure, back to C, and then G for a half measure, and then he starts the next verse. So that's the strumming, and those are the verse and the chords over the solo. Now those chords over the solo are consistent. It's G, C, D, back to C, and G. For this bridge where he says, hey pretty baby, you know it ain't my fault, we're gonna do D through that. All right, that's a half measure. Then we'll do a half measure of C, then G for a half measure. Then we're back to D. C for a quarter measure. And then D for half measure. And then you're back into the third verse. So the verses are the same there. So you have the whole strumming, the verse, and the bridges. there are some solo guitar parts, and we'll talk about those. And again, during each of the solos, the strumming is the same. For the solo parts, you want to have a twangy type guitar sound, so it's basically Fender clean with a little bit of slapback echo, pretty quick. So that'll get you this sound. Alright, I noticed Live View's playing a Gretsch, so I got my Gretsch out to do these. For the licks in this song, we're in drop D tuning. So you have to tune your 6th string to D, and the rest of the strings would be normal tuning. And the first lick goes like this. Alright, we have kind of a country feel here, and what we're doing is we're sliding from on the 5th string from 2 to 3. We'll do that 3 times. And then we're going to hit 3-2 open and then end up on the 6th string at 5. So we have this. Next lick should sound like this. On the 5th fret, we're going to hit that twice on the 6th string to the 5th string, 2 to open, back to 5 on the 6th string, and then we're going to go to the 5th string, 2, and then 4th string open, and end on 3 with the 5th string. That's kind of the first little part of it. Together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, the next part we're going to go on the 6th string, open to 2nd fret and 5th fret. And then we'll go to the 5th string, we'll go 3-2 open. And then 6th string, you want to mute that 5th string so you can hear the 6th string go twice. Alright, so that second half goes like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, then we're going to pick up from there. We're going to go open 1, and what I do is use my first finger to slide up to 2 so I can hit the 5th with my 5th fret on the 6th string with my pinky. So open 1, 2, 5, and then we're going to go down to the 5th and go 3-2 open, and quickly to the 5th fret of the 6th string, 4th, and back to 5th. Okay, so that last measure, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the whole thing together, slowly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that solo will repeat again. There is a lick that the guitar does when Steve is changing quickly from C, G to D, all right? Because it's C, you've got this note, the C note, and when you go to a G, you have the B note, okay? So you have C, B, and then he goes to a D. Well, the guitar does... So he's doing 3, 2 on the 5th string to open, and then the 4th string open. So you'll have, but that goes along with the strumming. Alright, right? So that's another lick they do later in the song. Then you'll have the outro solo, which has one little part different, and we'll go over that. The very last solo will go like this. So the first part of the solo is just like the other two solos. Now when he goes to the 4, he's going to hit the 5 twice and start like a second measure of the solo. So it starts out the same. Now when we hit the 2 on the 5th string and then the open on the D string, we're going to go to 2 on that 4th string. Okay, so let me take it from the second part of the measure where we come in with the 5 twice on the 6th string. Okay, that's what changes, and the rest of it goes the same. We'll go on the 6th string, open 2, 5, and then the 5th string, 3, 2, open, stop, and then 6th string, open twice, then pause, and then 0, 1, 2, 5 on the 6th string. Then we'll go 3, 2, open on the 5th, 5 on the 6th string to 4, and then we slide to 5. Okay, that's what's different. There's that second fret of the 4th string, and on the last measure we're sliding from 4 to 5. So let's do the whole solo together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there you have all the parts to Guitar Town. I hope it helps everyone. Enjoy.